Welcome to The Executive's View, the sports podcast where the stakes are high and the debates are fierce. Please welcome your host, Aaron Sirius Simmons, alongside co-host Barry DeVille Jordan. Each week, we bring you into the boardroom where the elite minds of sports converge. From the gridiron strategies to the business behind the ball, we tackle the hard-hitting questions and give you an insider's perspective. So pull up a chair and join us at the table where champions are made and legends are born. This is the Executive's View. Let's get down to business.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Executive's View. We are the view from on top. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with the executives on a Tuesday, and I do appreciate that, man. You guys know how I get started. If you see the show, share the show, man. We are all over social media right now: Facebook, Instagram, X, Spotify, TikTok, all over the place, man. So if you see the show, share the show, and I'm confident that if you like what you like here, you like taking it along with you, man. You guys know there's a slew of brothers that are here. Some are going to be invited to the party, but I got Barry DeVille Jordan, who's in a little bit of a mood at your boy Sirius right now. We'll talk about that in a minute, but Villain's in the building. What's going on, my guy?
Villain, what's going on, Larry? How you doing, Larry? What's going on, brother? I'm glad to see you in here.
Acknowledge me. Acknowledge me.
No. I need Larry to fill me with no hands. I don't care what Sirius does. I need Larry to fill me.
Yeah, I feel you, brother. I feel you.
It's good to see you too, sir. Larry in the building. What's going on, my guy? How we doing, sir?
Oh, man, we doing good, man. I'm going to just say that throughout all the turmoil this past weekend, it's looking real good in Niner land right now, man. The band's back together, and we ready to roll.
We'll talk about that here in a minute, man. But he's starting his Niner Niner game stuff early, man. Trent Williams time, man.
When you come in here with Steeler hats on, man, that's what I need to find me a Niner hat, bro. I ain't had one to match my shirt. So I ain't want to go there.
I mean, it's a trash bag somewhere. It's a trash bag somewhere around your house. Put that on your head.
Yeah, it's plenty coming.
With that being said, I'm not going to waste anybody's time, man. We got a lot to get to. This has been a busy week for all of us, as well as around the sports world. And I wanted to start, honestly, around the diamond as we normally do this time of year, man. There's been a lot going on in Major League Baseball. And I wanted to give each one of you gentlemen an opportunity to talk about it. Everything from Lindor going to the 30 home runs this year. A guy who we all suspected may have been traded at the deadline. Again, we have some Juan Soto news. Not good for us as Yankee fans. There are teams that are trying to come get that guy. Speaking of the Yankees, once again, we one step forward, two steps back, but still in the thick of things. The Astros are doing what they need to do. The Mets are beating Boston right now, which is great. And Chicago is just going out there and landing an egg. And we got a football score out there versus the Orioles, man. But Villain, talk to me, my man. Baseball is at the home stretch. It's almost time for October. How you feel?
I mean, it's my favorite time of the year, right? It's down the stretch. September, the rosters expand, right, and you get that little bit of you get that little bit of excitement. The air gets crisper, especially up here in the New York area. So that means it's time, man. It's time. I gotta give the Mets their flowers. I think they had like the third best record in all of Major League Baseball since June, and that's after a horrible May where they were 9-19 in the month of May. They went 16-8 in June, 17-10 in July, a little bit of 500 baseball in August, but right there, 10 games above 500. And, Lindor is obviously a catalyst, doing a lot on this team, this Mets team in general, without really frontline pitching, is really amazing to me. So the Mets, like we said, I think I called it. Larry might have called it too. That we thought the Mets were going to heat up and get back into this race. And they certainly have, right? Ohtani is amazing.
Ohtani.
I mean, he's just amazing. And it's a shame he only plays DH, right? I mean, but the guy he's got a half an arm and he's worth every penny. Judge is Judge, obviously, but what I like what I like to see right now is the American League Central, how that's going to shake out, because the teams that people thought might have gone away, might have tailed off, really haven't. Minnesota, a lot of injuries, but keeping it close, really staying in the race, in second place right now. Kansas City hitting a little bit of a lull, lost 7 of their last 10 games, so including 6 straight. So they're fading a little bit. They might be able to sneak into that playoff mix. Detroit's still a game over 500. White Sox historically bad. I mean, they barely hit September and they hit their record losses in a season.
108 right now.
Yeah, 108.
That's
They're historically bad, bro. So they're a team that sell everybody. But I mean that AL Central is interesting. The AL East, Philly is really in control of that division. The Brewers in control of the Central. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens out west. The Padres still hanging in there, making it interesting. The Diamondbacks quietly have had a really good year. I think we thought there was going to be a little bit of a hangover, and they've gotten their act together. So it's going to be fun in September to see how these races shake out.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Larry, I'll throw it at you, my guy. Get in where you fit in. I mean, if you want to sit here and talk to yourself about the Astros, I'll go ahead and mute you now. But, you know what I'm saying? I mean, baseball's coming down the stretch, man. It's a good time to be a sports fan. And luckily for us, that's what we are, man. Talk to me.
Oh, yeah, man. We about to get into this. Like I told you, it's the best time of the year to me, where we got September baseball, we got football, we're going to have basketball preseason starting, we got WNBA playoffs. Man, we getting into the part of the year where you just get the best of everything. The other day I was watching the CFL, man, because CFL is great. I want to get some football. But, to stay on topic, hey, I will say this, and I'm going to quote Nelly. It's getting hot in here.
Yes, sir.
It's getting hot. Hey, and I'll just say this. I know me and Steve almost had a meltdown. My Astros, hey, look, people don't say they're dynasty because they only won 2 championships, but man, them dudes are basically the peskiest team for the last decade. They like the roach that you step on him and he keep coming back, and you thought you stepped on him again, but he right there again, and next you know you see him eating your cake.
You know what? Here's the funny thing. It's almost poetic that he calls the Houston Astros a roach.
Yeah.
As a Yankee fan, that makes me feel good. But go ahead, bro.
Yeah, but you can't get rid of them. You can't. And right. Dude, I mean, I hate to say it, we were having meltdowns over here.
Oh, believe me, I know. I taught you off a ledge.
Steve was upset when we made the trade for, I keep messing up his name, Yakuchi or Yachuchi.
Yeah.
That dude, he gonna probably be our 4th starter. He's probably gonna be our 4th starter. Steve was mad because we didn't ship out Arrighetti. Arrighetti's gonna probably win Rookie of the Year. And if it wasn't for Aaron Judge having his season, dude, Alvarez would be in the MVP conversation. I hate to say it.
You have to deal with Soto.
I don't know, man. Hey, look, Alvarez, that dude obliterated KC, bro. That's all he's getting.
He's having a great season, but like to say that.
Yeah, I would say he's having a better season than Soto, bro. He just hit 3 home runs the other day, man. That dude is. he almost hit a fourth in that game. If anybody watched the game,
I mean, he's having a great year, but come on, dog.
The fourth one was like 2 inches over the fence on the warning track. A 4 home run game. Like, the dude is having an amazing season. I'm not gonna stay too much on my Astros because we all know what you're gonna expect, what you're gonna get from them. I will say this: I'm kind of like Barry, like, dude. Barry talked about how historically bad the White Sox are. I thought the A's were gonna be historically bad too. They literally have like 2 people watching their games, but these guys are actually grinding it out. They're actually playing hard. Like they're like 60 wins right now. They are 60 something. Like, yeah, they're right at 60 wins.
60 wins.
To say that team, they actually have a better record than the Angels. The A's.
Yeah.
The A's. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. I was getting pissed because I was like, man, how in the hell is the Astros losing to the A's? But the A's have actually played hard. I don't think they'll make one of the wild cards, but Jesus. I mean, we thought they were going to be competing with the A's for like who's going to hit 150 losses. Like that's crazy. They've been digging it out. Everybody else, we'll see how it shakes out. I mean, it's not that much, give and take between the top dogs. Even when you're looking at like the Orioles got 80 wins. I mean, it's going to come down to some nail biters. I think it's going to be some really good teams getting left out of the playoffs in the AL. But we get into September, we'll see. I'll say this as well for the NL. Those Padres, and I know he went 0 for 4, but they got Tatis back. I'm like, Tatis is Tatis, but
they're 5 out right now in the division. If you want to start talking playoffs,
but aren't they in the wild card? I think they're in the top wild card spot. But
checking it right
now. They are.
They're in the, and you add somebody back like a Tatis. I mean, that's gonna be wild, dude. That's gonna be wild. The Phillies, they hanging on. That Mets team, man, we thought they were dead for right, but they had been starting to get hot. They had started getting hot at the right time. I will say this, and we've seen this across multitude of sports. The thing that scares me about those Mets, how many times have we seen a team get hot late in the season and go on some crazy run?
Yeah,
crazy. Bear, you're a Giants fan. You know that all too well.
Mm-hmm.
How many times?
Look at the Rangers last year, right, Larry?
Yeah.
Like they came out of nowhere, got hot, and won a World
Series. What helped the Rangers last year that they made those trade deadline deals.
That's right.
They got pitching that they needed, and they got a bat that they needed. But like I said, it's gonna be real. It's gonna be real crazy. I mean, I was looking up the other day, and I even saw the Cubs. I thought the Cubs was gonna stink to all hell this year, and they're just pulling it out. That's the one.
They're 3 games out of the last wildcard spot right now.
Yeah, I mean,
because we thought they were sellers, right? We thought they were sellers at the deadline, and they stayed pat. And we were like, "What are they doing?"
We thought Pittsburgh was gonna actually probably do something, and Pittsburgh's tanking,
free falling.
Yes, they are just that's why another reason why I thought they were gonna shut down soon. Because they always free fall like that. But yeah, it's getting, like I say, Nelly say, man, it's getting real hot in here, man. This is one of the few years that you see where the wild cards are actually, nick and tuck, man. It's getting real hot.
I mean, it's that extra wild card spot. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like the college football playoffs. You get extra teams in there,
And that may be why some of these teams that we thought was gonna be sellers said, nah.
Yeah.
we buyers, or we gonna hold tight.
We're gonna hold tight and see if we can make a run here, man.
And to that point, I'm sorry, serious. Like all 3 major leagues have expanded their playoffs, right? So NFL added the 1 extra spot, the 7th team. Baseball added the 5th team to each conference. And then the NBA has the play-in with 2 extra teams from each conference. So now every team, that's why we were like, there's not a lot of sellers at the deadline because you could still stay in. The Mets were hanging around at the back end of the playoff. Now they're firmly into that wild card spot because of that extra spot. And it's really give an incentive for these teams to go for it, stay in it, and really make a push for the playoffs. And it's great in baseball because I remember, we're all old enough to remember when there wasn't a wild card. And like a guy like Don Mattingly couldn't get into the playoffs because the Yankees were just good enough not to make the playoffs on a two-team. It was a two-division conference, right? And they were always that team that was left out behind either Toronto or whoever it was. They were just always one or two teams. That now you got that mix, right? You got the extra teams that can get in. It's more TV, more revenue, and it's just exciting, especially in baseball.
The only fallout that I will say, and I hope this is not a fallout from the extra wild card game. I'm just like I said, we all been in this age where baseball GMs do not be scared to pull triggers on major trades. Mm-hmm. I hope that that's not a fallout from it, because we didn't see a lot of major trades this trade deadline. When you always see that the Soto trade or somebody of that nature at the deadline, and this year we didn't see it. So I sure hope it's not a fallout from.
We were waiting for it to happen, and it never came.
No,
there was never what big name series was really out there that was being talked about being moved. Like
Vlad,
really didn't.
Vlad.
I mean, Vlad was one.
That was it. That was it. Really, right?
Pete Alonso was another one from the Mets who was but thought about getting moved.
Queens would have rioted. Queens.
Well, I mean, again, we were sitting here talking about, again. I wish Chandler was able to join us. But we were sitting here talking about how the Messi does, sell, and all that sort of stuff. But they didn't move anything, and then we came on and was like, "Yo, we're shocked the Mets didn't do anything." And now look at them now; they're a half a game out of the last wild card spot, and smack dab in the thick of things in their own division race. Like the division, in the NL East, I mean, they're a half a game out of that. Like the Philadelphia Phillies are 81-56, the Braves are 74-63, and then the Mets are right there behind them. So, like, they're 7.5 out of the number one spot, but there's a lot of baseball left to be played.
Especially for a rental. That's the part that tripped me out. You don't see a rental too much. It's scarce in football. You see some rentals in basketball, but baseball is notorious for making a major trade for a rental for a guy that's going to push him down the stretch and get him into the postseason. And we didn't even see rentals, guys that we knew that they were going to be a free agent at the end of the season or within a year or something or so. We didn't even see those.
Yeah,
which was shocking.
It's going to be interesting to see how this whole thing shakes out, man. Again, this is the great time of year for baseball. And so, with that extra game, there's going to be some interesting games down the stretch. Pivoting really quickly, man, let
me just say this right quick, Aaron.
Yeah.
Y'all thought I was crazy when I said about the Frauber and his Cy Young bid.
Mm-hmm.
The dude almost, and he gave it up. I ain't gonna lie, but he did almost throw a no-hitter. And me and Steve was talking about it, but he beat Lugo. He beat Lugo the other night, and that resume is starting to look real good.
We'll see.
He outdoing him.
I'm not doing it.
Outdoing him, man.
Not doing it.
I'm just saying, dude. That's like
one game does not equate a whole season worth of accolades.
But if you look at his season, remember I said it. He's been having a real quiet, really good season, and then he almost threw a no-hitter. And then, he almost threw
get a Cy Young for almost throwing a no-hitter.
Dude,
it's an Astro. What do you expect, villain? What do you
yeah, but he's actually almost threw 2 no-hitters. Thank you, Chandler. But and then he outdueled Lugo. Like that's a pretty good resume to say you gonna get some votes.
You crown him. Crown him.
Yeah. No, I'm not crowning him. I'm just saying.
It wouldn't shock me if he got no votes, but I have a hard time picturing him, getting over Lugo. But we will see, man. We got a lot of baseball left.
Head to head matters when it comes to Cy. It does.
Not if the resume of one is better than the other.
Yeah, but I'm saying people look at those head to head matchups too. Y'all Yankees fan, how many times CC had a big game against another good pitcher and outpitched him?
But how many Cy Youngs does CC have?
They have two?
One
One
or two.
Or two?
One or two, I think.
Yeah, I think it's two. Maybe. We don't know.
I'll check.
I'll do the math. He is a Hall of Fame. I think I had asked you guys in the chat.
Yeah.
I think he's absolutely a first ballot Hall of Fame.
Who, CC?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. Without a question.
His number, and he looks great. He lost a lot of weight too.
He looks unhealthy. Yeah,
it's weird for him, but like
he's on that he's on that Pouncey diet, man. You see Mike Henry's Pouncey, man? Like they look unhealthy.
Hey man, when you got a 3-story
he won
closet,
one
you're a Hall of
AL,
Fame in my book.
Cy Young, one AL.
So he has one. Okay.
Yeah, I think he won that with. Did he win that with? No, with the Yankees. He did win that with the Yankees. I thought he won one with Cleveland, but
he might have came close. He might have got robbed on one with Cleveland.
No, it was with Cleveland. I'm sorry, it was with Cleveland. And then he got traded to Milwaukee for that. He was that rental you're talking about, Larry, right? That rental got him through the playoffs, and then he went with the Yankees for 10 years. So he did win one Cy Young with Cleveland.
But he should have won at least two because CC had some amazing Yankee seasons too.
Oh, absolutely.
He had some amazing Cleveland seasons too.
Yeah.
But he only has the one to
yeah. I mean, his first year with the Yankees, he was all worth his weight in gold, right? I think that he had signed that 7-year deal. He led the league in wins that year. He was, I think, top 5 in strikeouts. He was unbelievable in '99. He was insane. So yeah, he definitely should have won more than that.
Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting to see. I'm still betting on Lindor, but there's a lot of baseball left. There's about a month left to go before we start really getting into the fall classic. So we will see. With that being said, gentlemen, I wanted to change gears. The rest of this show is going to be very football heavy. I wanted to talk about some highs and lows from the official week 1. I wanted to also update the people on our confidence picks. I have a rebuttal from Villain about something that he said or did last week.
It's a formal protest, a vote of no confidence in Aaron Sirius Simmons and his management style. I vote to have him thrown off the board until he rectifies the situation immediately.
Yeah, about that. We'll talk about that as we go. And then we want to dive straight into NFL. Big slate of games starting in 48 hours. The season
and a Friday game, right?
We got a Friday game in Brazil. The Green Bay Packers and my wife's Philadelphia Eagles kick off on Friday.
Eagles cry.
Yeah, listen. I'm going to say this with the utmost respect. I don't care who wins that ball game. Josh Jacobs needs to not go off. That's all I'm going to say. I plan to get him in so many spots.
We're already doing that.
I'm already there. Bro, I'm in 12 leagues. 12. Yeah. Larry's crying about 5. I'm
only in 2.
What?
I'm only in 2. That's all I got to
spreading myself too thin, man. I stopped spreading myself too thin like that.
Yeah.
I told you this in the green room. Like, I say I'm gonna cut down, and then I get a random text message, bro. You trying to join? I can't anyway, we'll talk about that later. Let's
look. Like Nancy Reagan say, man. I just understand saying no, man. I said to just say no, man. It's a drug. It's a drug, man.
It really is, man. I need it in my veins sideways, but. With that being said,
I can't even do a free league for daily fantasy. This is some bull, man. I was so
you need
I used to have like 8 lineups, man. That was my fix. You know what I'm saying?
You need to move. Enough said there. But I'm not going to talk about what took place last on week 0. We spoke about that on Tuesday's show. However, week 1 officially kicked off on Thursday of last week, and it ran through till yesterday, where Boston College got themselves to win. And I wanted to give my 2 Florida State fans an opportunity to kind of to say their piece, their grades, pronounce last rites, whatever the heck they need to do, on what's going on with Florida State. Gentlemen, talk to me.
So, I mean, last night was an amazing night. Jay Uso and Damian Priest got the win. And, Judgment Day got the yeet. Mommy did the yeet. Mom. The football game. Okay, sorry. I was talking about mommy Rhea Ripley. My boo, she got the win. Listen. The season's over. I got harassed at work. Shout out to some of my coworkers for reminding me that I am a Florida State fan. One of them is a Penn State fan, so that hatred is real. But I love
that. I love that person, no matter who they are.
Love that person. Right? Listen, the season's over. And even if they do run the table, they don't. The way they're playing right now, I don't think they can stop anybody. I mean, me and Larry were talking about it. First of all, DJ is the worst 5-year quarterback we've seen in a while. He's just terrible. Shout out to Unc because he called it. I didn't want to believe because I had my blinders on for Florida State, and he is who he is.
I said it too.
Yeah, you did, and I wanted to believe because it's Florida State and the tomahawk chop and all that. And DJ is more Daniel Jones than DJU, and he's the Daniel Jones of. He's been in college for 5 years. He can't make a simple throw. He can't make a simple read. Missing guys left and right. He left points on the table by himself. I think what troubled me more, it was the first game, week 0, and then it was week 2. Week 1. Sorry, the line of scrimmage. Larry and I talked about it. They got their behinds kicked in 2 games on the defensive side of the line and the offensive side. The offensive side, Boston College was getting pressure in DJ's face, and then you got the defensive line that's supposed to be NFL ready. None of these guys looked like they belonged anywhere. They didn't belong in Division III. It's in the missed tackles. It was just a really bad performance. It's going to cost people their jobs. I think Mike Novell, this is his 3rd season out of 5, starting 0-2. I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Prime, you want to come home? You want to come home? Like, that's what's going to happen. He's going to lose his job. And it's because he doesn't have leaders in the locker room. Jordan Travis was a leader in that locker room. There's no accountability for any of these players right now. None of these guys can come in and really galvanize the team and rally the troops. When you don't have leadership on the field, it's hard to win.
Well, here's the thing. Like, you know what? Before I say what I gotta say, man, Larry, talk to me, my man. How do you feel?
I'm actually wondering what Coach Prime buyout is. I'm being for real. Like I'm being 100% honest. Like, dude, this is gonna be Norvell's last season, and you plug somebody. I was actually shocked, and I think they were trying to give Norvell a little bit more leeway. But if you put a Coach Prime on Florida State, they're literally gonna probably sign. And they open the checkbooks, so they got to open the checkbooks. But if they open the checkbooks and they sign Coach Prime, he's probably gonna sign every recruit out of Florida. And we all know you win Florida and Texas, you're gonna have a nice team. You're gonna have a real nice team. You throw in a couple of guys from California, oh yeah, you're gonna have a nice team. But Barry, I'm talking to a Florida State fan, like I'm talking to a Florida State fan. This is the most concerning thing to me. You have a player like DJ, right? And me and you were going back and forth. You've seen 3 years of tape on this dude at Clemson. That offense needs to be catered to his strengths, his weaknesses. You have a guy like DJ, and you see him struggling, you give him the easy throws. You give him the throws that are so how you want to put it, so easy your backup
Simple.
can complete them. The
simple, man.
Rhythm plays.
Yeah.
But then this is where I think that this is going to be Norvell's last year too, right? If you see your quarterback struggling, you set up run game, you throw screens. So you see your quarterback struggling. You know what Norvell's been doing? Throw it deep, throw, hope you hit a pass, throw. Like, how are you calling more pass plays than run plays? Like, Williams literally has 16 total carries the whole game. The whole game. Like, and I get it. At some point, they got down, they had to abandon the run, but they were still in it. It was just, and then, like I say, it's just more and more things that make me look at the coaching. I get it. Yeah, we have some bad play on with the players, but the coaching too. And it's like, DJ, you throw that horrible interception. They were still in the game. Like, dude, throw it in the ground. Nobody's open. At least you turn it over on downs. You don't throw a damn near pick six. Like, dude, you do those type of things. And then, like, when I'm looking at the game, it's like we saw what Georgia Tech did to us. And then you see what Boston College tried to do to us. Dude, we missing tackles like crazy. They throw like one blitz at them. You're not doing no kind of exotic blitzes, no nothing. You have to do something. When somebody's trying to run the ball down your throat, you have to get them out of running the ball down your throat. And we just sit back and hope that our players will make a play. And at some point, you can't hope for your players to make a play. Your coaching got to step in. We've all played Madden. We call a blitz. Like, come on, man. Like, we'll call a corner blitz or something. Like, you can't just let them just sit back and keep running it down your throat. At some point, you have to throw something else out there because you see that your D-line and your linebackers aren't making these tackles. You have to switch it up, which I think that falls back on coaching. And if he don't correct the coaching, he's out of there. You know, and as far as the season, I'm gonna put it like this. Because of the schedule that we have, if we finish the season with 2 losses, there's an outside chance we can make it. We have to hope and pray somebody else drop 2 games. Mm-hmm. But this need to be that coming to Jesus week. This need to be that week that, hey, look, either you buy in, you not, suspend some guys, put some guys out, cut their playing time. If you got to bench some guys, bench them. At this point, I'm like, even if you got to bench DJ, I don't give a shit how much money we gave him. Bench his ass. Hey, look, hey, what do they do when they I forgot how they do it in NCAA, where they like not on the team, but you know they can't go play.
That's true.
Yeah, do whatever you got to do. He can't. I mean, he a 6-year senior, like 5th year or something.
You can't do that to him this year. You either play him or bench him.
Bench his ass.
Well, they don't play this week, so
this they got to fix everything in house week. And
yes. Yep.
You know, and I hate to say it like that. It's like, man, when he gets the ball, we actually have some really good receivers when he gets the ball to him. It's just he don't get the ball to him. Like, dude, like there should be more design, easy throws. Like, if you look at the game, I forgot his name, number 1. He scored that touchdown basically on his own. That was really a bad pass. He went back to go catch it, and then he broke like 3 tackles. Dude, you got to get these easy throws, get it to your playmakers, and stop relying on DJ and just say, hey, look, you guys, we're going to set up some real easy plays and throw it to them. And then they just kept, you know, like I said, to me, I'm putting more to blame on him. Your tight end. You kept force feeding the ball to him, and this dude dropping balls. He dropped an easy touchdown. He had to turn around and catch it. The defender wasn't even looking. He dropping the ball. Like,
he's supposed to be one of our best pass catchers, too, Larry.
So let me hold. Let me ask you guys this, and coaches in the building. So what's up, to coach? Let me ask you guys this. Like, you keep mentioning drops. You keep mentioning things that the receivers aren't doing. That type of drops and those type of situations kind of make the quarterback's numbers look horrible. You know what I'm saying? Not again, DJ. DJ crapped the bed, but like if your man catches that touchdown, this is a whole different ballgame.
Well, I'm gonna put it like
that was a good that was a good throw that DJ put there.
But
it was a good throw, but he missed the throw before that.
Yeah, he missed the dude completely wide open. That play would have been null and void. But I'm gonna say it's two parts to it. One, and like I said, I don't know what Norvell had going on. You could tell that in the offseason, they wasn't freaking practicing together. They wasn't. They was not doing that Tom Brady running routes on the beach crap. They was not doing that. But I'm a firm believer in one, if you're not used to catching passes from a certain quarterback, you got to get used to catching those passes. But if a quarterback throw you a lot of bad passes, then now you're not adapt to knowing how you should catch those passes. Because you don't know if it's coming in hot, spiral, wimbling around. You don't know that. And I think that's part of it. But also, if I see that a player is having a bad game, why you keep forcing the ball to him? If you're going to give him the ball, give him something easy. Give him something, hey, it should have been, he should have ran some of them 3 yards curls, something real easy for him to catch, get him in the game. And that's not what he kept calling. It's a lot of bad play calls that I'm seeing too.
Okay, so one more thing that
it's a guy too. Seriously,
one more thing, and I'll let Coach go. Is it the bad calling or is it the bad decision making? Because we're not in the headset. We don't know what was called. All we know is that the decision that DJ is making, especially early on in ball games, is not setting himself up to get into the game.
DJ's not calling the plays, bro.
Yeah,
no, I'm not. No. I'm not saying DJ's calling the plays.
I think it's 50-50 serious. I think it's 50-50.
Okay.
My thing is DJ's not making the right reads, which he hasn't done for 4 years in college. 3 at Clemson, 1 at Oregon State, right? Inconsistent at Oregon State to where he got to Florida State, right? But Norvell's not making play calls to make it easier for his quarterback, which is mind-boggling to me for a fifth-year guy, that you got to make the game super simple and super easy for a guy that's been in college for 5 years. But that's Norvell's job. And to add to it, let's be honest, after year 3, Norvell should have been gone. He had 8 wins. He was like 8-4, something like that, Larry. And Deion was right there.
But he had good recruiting classes, and I think
exactly. That saved his job. Saved his job. But in the back of Florida State's mind, they wanted Prime, but Prime had to go to Colorado. You know what I'm saying? And now you get at the point where Norvell, you know what? You got Memphis on the 14th. You don't get it together, this is your last hurrah. And he could have left to go to Alabama, right? Like they were courting him, I think, or somebody was courting him. Somebody was courting him to leave, and he wound up staying. So it's just he better get it together, man.
You know what? This is gonna be my final take on it. This is why I think it's coaching, but it's also Norvell. This is last hurrah. You're out the door, right? You go get DJ, a guy that you literally played against for 3 years. You know what you're getting from DJ. You know what type of quarterback this is. You actually beat DJ. You were we were kicking the crap out of Clemson with DJ, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And you had the opportunity, if you're gonna go and look for a quarterback, you had the opportunity to go get Cam Ward. Go get goddamn Cam. We would be 2-0 with Cam Ward. Real talk. And I'm not even being funny. You could have went and got Cam Ward, yet you chose to go get a guy that you know what you're getting from him, and you know that it was going to be horrible quarterback play, which on that team is not built for horrible quarterback play.
Nope.
Even if you had consistent quarterback play, you have to have consistent, because you got playmakers everywhere, and you can win with consistent quarterback play.
Ward
Coach, man, you hear what's going on right now, man. We are allowing Florida State fans to kind of lament as to what's been going on the past 2 weeks. Your fine for being targeted to the party will be sent to your residence. But, man, we're going to let you talk for a minute, man. What are you seeing out of Florida State, man, that has Florida State fans scratching their heads?
I mean, I don't know. I was just sitting back here enjoying this. I mean, it's like, to let these brothers, like, talk it out. You know what I'm saying? This is like the no fan therapy session. Let it get. I don't really have much to say. I know they have a lot to say. They have a lot of big feelings and big things that they feel. You know, and me, I really don't have too much to say. But like I said, so I will sit here all night and listen to the no talk. But just my personal opinion. They say that the biggest improvement from a team is usually from week 1 to week 2. So I mean, technically, the Noles play week 0, which again is like, and then they play week 1, so then like play they're off this week. I tell you, it's funny how we talk about in the NFL how this team really could use a bye week. Florida State, this is a team if they had to play Saturday, who knows what would happen to them. This is a very good time for them to get their stuff together. And look, where did Norvell come from? Some of those kids over there, some of those kids in Memphis might still be familiar with Coach. So not only are you going to, and I talked about this last week, those are 2 conference losses. Florida State has 0 wiggle room. They have no margin for error, which is crazy seeing, like, after 2 weeks of the year, they have to run the table. Or you have to hope that, I mean, again, the ACC, if we're looking at the power conferences, the ACC right now is the weaker of the big power conferences. The ACC is only in the bottom of the top 25. Louisville's down there. Louisville's the highest ranked team, in the ACC. Miami is. So it's just, like you got Miami, you got Louisville, Clemson's down there. I think Clemson didn't fall all the way out of the top 25. They're still down there somewhere, but it's like, Georgia Tech's down there, which, I mean, they're happy to be down there, but Florida State dropping all the way out, that's not a surprise. I know we're not a big fan of these, like, of the early polls, but I mean, again, it's something to talk about. It's something to give you a base to, like, base these conversations off of. I don't understand why with Norvell, this is the thing is like, I don't understand why, like, the adjustments. Now, Bill O'Brien, who I watched a lot of Bill O'Brien football over the years, and one thing he doesn't do well is make adjustments. He's pretty much like, hey, this is the game plan. I don't care about adjustments.
We don't pass go. We don't pay $20. None of that.
I just, like, here is the game plan. Bill O'Brien is a guy who I have worked all week to put this game plan together, and damn it, I don't care what happens out there on the field. This is the game plan. Sirius knows all about that. I know about that too.
This is Steve, I know about that crap too.
Yeah. This is what Bill O'Brien does. But again, it's funny because Bill O'Brien probably looked. He was like, you know what? You see what Georgia Tech did? I'm going to try to do that. Let's try to do that because that worked for Georgia Tech, and I think my boys are a little bit better than Georgia Tech's boys. So let's go out there and do that, and they did. I mean, and again, Larry talks about, like, the missed tackling. My coach always said, like, missed tackling is a lack of focus. It's just like you have to. You get tired. You're not focusing well. It's like but. DJ, again, it's like, and I said this on Facebook last night, it's like, man, look, Florida State is going to give somebody hitting the portal next year $5 million. DJ's making somebody a whole lot of money because this team is too talented. Now, I can sit up here and, like, bag on Florida State and, like, laugh and joke, but let's be honest here, guys. This team is too talented to be derailed by bad quarterback play. Because, like, and this is bad quarterback play. If they had just okay, if DJ was just okay, they would probably be 2-0. Like you said, like, you don't need Cam Ward. Cam Ward was sensational. But of DJ, let's worry about the guy that's there in Tallahassee. If DJ was just okay, nobody needs him to be great. Just be okay, and they'd be 2-0. They would have 2 conference wins instead of 2 conference losses, and then they would have that wiggle room that they don't have because of the start. And I feel like they can get better. They will get better. This is a team that will be much better. Now, I hope, for y'all's sake, I hope they'll be much better at the end of October than they are now. But like I said, they needed this week off to kind of clear their head. Everybody, every player on the roster, every coach on the staff, everybody down in Tallahassee needed this week off. It comes at a great time because really, honestly, this is a Memphis team that can score, that can move the ball up and down the field. That's like they will take advantage of these mistakes. Again, big ups to Boston College. Like Bill O'Brien is doing an amazing job so far. Always thought he was a college coach. I just feel like his skill set as a coach like translates better at the college game. So I feel like he's gonna build something up there in Boston, which good for them up there because football's never been their thing in Boston College. It's been more of a basketball school, like and that's saying a lot. But I don't know, guys. Like I said, I keep coming back to the fact that, hey, between the biggest improvement between week 1 and week 2. So like if you say like Larry's calling for a preseason, let's throw the Georgia Tech game out, okay? And then let's focus on what happened Monday night. There's some things that I saw that were good. There's some things that were bad. There's some things that need to improve. Like I said, this week off is very I hate to say this because it's so early in the season, but this is a very the work that is done in Tallahassee for this next week and a half is going to set the table for the rest of the season because they need to figure out what they're going to do with quarterback. And I think again with DJ, Larry made a very interesting point that I was going to make. It's like, what you had. You watched this guy at Clemson. You knew what he was. And then he went out to Oregon State and it was fool's gold because nobody was he put up a bunch of empty numbers. Like you love to talk about empty numbers, Larry. He put up a bunch of empty numbers that didn't mean anything because they were down and he had to throw the ball a lot.
Yeah.
So then people look at these numbers and like, oh man, well DJ did this and that. And it's like he was throwing a bunch in the fourth quarter, which that's just what it is because you're down, so you're throwing the ball a lot. The fact that you have all this talent up front and it's just like they're not cohesive. It's just you can have a bunch of guys. Each guy on the defensive and offensive lines for Florida State are talented. I mean, they're probably 4-star, 5-star blue chip recruits, but they're not a unit. Okay. You have to look at a team that is a unit. Like again, like we talking about, Miami. Miami's defensive line, they're a unit. Florida again, not very good. I don't expect much from the Gators this year, but they could not do anything. And it was that swarm mentality. It's just like they weren't even blitzing. They were getting pressure with just their front four. And then you saw with Georgia in the second half of the game against Clemson, they weren't even really blitzing. They were getting pressure just with their front four. And Florida State has these type of guys, and especially on the offensive line. It's like I just think that what's going to happen in this next 10 days is going to be very important for Florida State because again, this is the beauty of the 12-team playoff. They're not out of it. They are not out of it. I mean, there's reason to be concerned if you're a Florida State fan, but they are not out of it because if they can stack some wins, and then if we're sitting here in 2 months and it's like, well, hell, Florida State's 7-2. They started out rocky, but they haven't lost since. And just because they're going to get some playoff consideration, they have some games down the line that they're going to have to win. Like I said, they don't have any wiggle room. They have very little margin for error. But I mean, look, I'm trying to be positive, guys. It's like
they still got SMU, who should be a better team this year. They got to play Notre Dame. They got Clemson, who's not going to be an easy win. So they got their work cut out for them. And
yeah, they have an opportunity to get this thing back on track. The SMU game is in Dallas, which is not. It's not like it's a Hornets nest. Like, oh, we got to go to. Yeah. So it's just so they have an opportunity to get up off the mat and get this thing right.
The thing that bothers me is that Norvell came out and said that he failed, that he didn't prepare his team. I mean, I like the fact that he took accountability serious, unlike the guy in LSU. Yeah. But you can't after a season opening loss tell me that you failed and didn't prepare your team.
Well,
at
Ben,
home.
Whoa, ho.
This is where I'm gonna go with it.
What is it supposed to say though? Like
No, I know that, but serious, you can't do that. Not that you can't say that. I'm glad he took accountability, but dude,
but
you didn't.
but
You failed
Les
your
Miles did
team.
not.
Wait, hold
But
on. This is
you
where
didn't prepare your team.
This is where I'm gonna
sick.
go with it. Right?
I'm sick how the season started tonight. I failed in preparing the team to go out and respond.
This is how the season starts all the time for LSU. This is what
No. That's what Norvell said. That's
Okay,
what
Norvell
said.
Okay.
Here, so this is where I'm gonna go with it. Like I said, you know what you were getting from this. This is why I point every finger at Norvell. You go back. We're still in the portal. We're recruiting. Okay, we know what we're getting with DJ. We got Cam Ward. Let's throw some astronomical number at him. We'll get him, in Florida State because I don't want DJ. Now, if DJ was the fallback and I couldn't get Cam Ward and I got DJ, then now I know on my schedule I got 2 division games, the first 2 games. I'm not scheduling a 1AA team. You guys are practicing every day going into this season. No days off. Y'all gonna be prepared like all hell. Y'all gonna move like the Army. Y'all gonna move as one going into this season because in my mind, if I'm Norvell, I cannot take 2 division losses to begin the season. I can't do it. I don't like Steve. You know what I said? We don't have no preseason. We don't have no, easy games. We ain't scheduling one of these, 1AA teams to kind of work out all the kinks. We don't have no room for error. So to see the dysfunction that's going on, I point it back to him.
I don't know a single Florida State fan, y'all 2 included, that thought y'all would be 0-2 after the first 2 games.
No, absolutely not.
Even if we was 1-1, I would be like, okay.
You didn't have 1-1. You didn't have.
You didn't have 1-1. You had 2-0.
Yeah, I'm saying I thought we were gonna be 2-0, but I'm saying is that even if we came out and we was 1-1, we could say, okay, the first game we know it's no preseason. They trying to get it together. We bouncing back the second week, but to see the same thing, like you said, Steve, you see the same thing the second week. I have a concern with that.
I mean, as you should, but I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to talk about something else that you were impressed with from opening week. Coach, you're the last one in, so I'll let you lead off here. Keep in mind, we do got to go over confidence points and Barry's former protests after that. So,
yeah, so I'll keep this short. Like Georgia in the second half, like I mean, it's just it is ridiculous to see a team just say, "All right, okay,
let's put the switch."
Yeah, let's do this. It's like enough of this. Let's not play with this. So Georgia in the second half, the SEC as a whole, of course, me being an SEC guy, points. Like I feel like the SEC, which growing up, like defense, 9-6, 14-10. These SEC games, I can just looking into my crystal ball. These SEC games are going to be ridiculous. Like Mizzou can score points. Texas scored 52. Like Ole Miss almost scored 100.
Texas is in the Big Ten. Texas is in the Big Ten, sir.
No.
Yeah.
Texas is in the SEC.
Texas is in the Big Ten, right? No, sir. Yeah, that's right. Like as I'm sitting here watching Paul.
Oklahoma scored a Buffalo too.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's like what happened to the SEC that I love? It's like all these teams.
Texas is in the SEC.
I know. I'm
whatever. Like I'm not paying attention to him. Like it's like it's like the Big Ten can't afford Texas anyway. But anyway, I really like Coach Prime. You know what I'm saying? They got battle tested. They're gonna have a bigger test this week. But something that I want to point out, something that I loved is like that college football is back, guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we had like that's just the bigger overall thing that is back. Like I said, Miami. I know that's not going to hit well with you, but it's like when Miami's good, it's fun. It's fun. Now I need the Gators to step it up because like when the big three in Florida, when they're all good, man, that's just better for college football. So I need the Gators to kind of figure out what they're doing down there in Gainesville. But yeah, like it's just the fact that they're back. Georgia Tech won again, so it's like Georgia Tech is like the Rambling Wreck. But I tell you what, I'm gonna say this and then I'll let you guys go. We might have to put a fraud watch on Oregon. I watched most of their game.
I was not impressed.
I did not like what I saw from and Oregon's offensive line, which is usually the key to their success. They were getting whooped by Idaho, and no disrespect to the Vandals. This is a pro Vandal household that I live in, but like, man, you can't be like they only won by 10. And Idaho, like I turned off A&M and Notre Dame to watch the fourth quarter of Oregon and Idaho because I was like, all right, I was like A&M and Notre Dame will keep throwing rocks at each other. I can come back to that. I'll come back. I'll watch this game. And look, so when they play these teams in the Big Ten that have like blue chip athletes. I don't know, man. I think it might be time to kind of be like, I don't know about Oregon. So that was a big thing that I took away from like last week. Like Oregon looking kind of funny in the light.
Yeah. Villains, talk to me, my guy. Like something that you were proud of watching college football this week.
I want to double tap on what Coach was talking about with Georgia, but I'll take it on the flip side. Devo, when are you gonna embrace NIL? When are you gonna learn, man? Like this is you could be stubborn as long as you want and think you're Clemson, you're gonna get people to come to your pro. No, that's not how it works, dude. There's money. It's like Debo, Nick Saban crying about you can have a $20 million roster, but if you ain't got a core, like, dude, this is the name of the game now. You guys don't get to have your $20 million a year salary. You got to share the wealth. And
you got beat by 31 points because you wouldn't get NIL. You won't accept NIL.
Yeah, you won't accept it. Like everybody else will, but you. And like, the game's gonna pass him by. And he's a damn good coach. Don't get me wrong. Debo is a damn good coach. But if you are too stubborn to embrace, that's like, like, what's this computer? I don't want to use a computer. I got an abacus right here. Like, give me a break, dude. Like, come on, man. So that kind of disturbed me. I was watching the Notre Dame thing because I got home late, so I was trying to watch a little bit of Georgia on my phone on the train ride back, and I couldn't really get much of that. But by the time I got home, I watched Miami and Florida. It's good when I can hate on Miami and Florida at the same time, but when one of them wins, it's just pointless. So moving on. I hate the Hurricanes. I hate the Gators. My one regret is like one of the old Madden games a couple years ago where you got to play college teams and they only had like 4 or 5 college teams and no Florida State. You had to pick Florida if you wanted a Florida team. It was just awful. It's gross. Notre Dame looked pretty good. And I liked what I saw out of A&M too, but Notre Dame, they
talk about quarterback play.
Yeah.
So, I thought Leonard looked good. He looked clean in the pocket. But running the football, making decisions, pulling it down and running the football, I thought was good. The defense was flying around. So, Coach has them flying around. Freeman has got that team looking really good so far. So good. And I gotta say it too, because I picked it, but Utah, man, even though it was a layup game, they're coming. They look coming. They look good. They're coming.
You gotta make your layups. You gotta make your layups.
Well, let's see. So if Texas is in the Big Ten, Utah, the Mountain West better look out
Mount
for the
West.
Utes.
Mount West.
You're gonna get into the playoff, and they're going to be a team that nobody wants to face, man. Nobody wants.
I said a couple weeks ago, Utah is gonna go into fill in the blank, and they're gonna beat somebody in the first round playoff game. It's gonna be crazy.
Absolutely. They you know, well, I hope they could do it the whole season, but I liked what I saw so far. So
Well,
that's
Cam
what kind of
Rising,
stood out to me.
Cam Rising in his 12th year of collegiate football. So I mean, it's like
Yeah.
he got the experience. You know, he's
Yeah,
been around the block a
absolutely.
time or two. You know, so
Yeah,
Absolutely. So I was impressed with them. I was impressed, and you know, even though it was a layup game, Ole Miss, they are good. Ole Miss got some talent on that side of on the offensive side of the football. Ole
Don't let
Miss
Uncle
got
you
some
say
talent.
that too loud.
I know, but they got some talent. So it's going to be interesting to see what Ole Miss does this year too.
I think for me, Larry, I'll come to you in a second. I'm gonna keep mine short and to the point. Up against all odds, watching Colorado do what they did was impressive. Watching Shedeur and Travis go out there and just make music like that was just impressive. We all sat here and said this last Tuesday. North Dakota State was not a pushover. And they went in there and went all Shedeur Sanders damn near threw for 500 yards. You know what I'm saying? He ended the game with 445. You know, Jimmy Horn damn near had 200 yards. Jimmy Horn. You know, not Hunter. Jimmy Horn damn near had 200 yards, and Hunter did Hunter stuff. So
he's the fastest player on the team, right, Horn?
Horn. Yeah.
That's what I'm understanding. Another thing that I was impressed with, my little sister's gonna be pissed off at me, but this USC LSU thing, this game kind of lived up to it. LSU lost it late as per usual in week 1, but if you had no rooting interest in just loves football, watching these two schools go back and forth, we had big play after big play. We had catches, we had defensive stops, we've had coaching decisions, and we were talking about this in the green room. Lincoln Riley's defense showed up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
we was talking about that in the green room.
And hey guys, I don't look now, but SC has a quarterback.
Surprise! So
y'all heard what I put in the chat. That dude made an amazing catch. Oh my god!
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
The ball was placed in the perfect spot, but that was like Odell Beckham
against LSU, no less. What are the odds of that? But Larry, talk to me, man. What did you enjoy this season watching week 1?
So Bears not gonna want to hear this, but for the 2025 draft, the Giants are gonna trade their whole draft to move up to number 1 to select.
Yeah, I saw that coming.
Dude,
so you know what's funny? It was funny, Larry. I was on the train ride to the Yankee Stadium, and we were talking about the Colorado game, we were talking about Daniel Jones, a couple of fans, and I was like, Giants are going to get Sajor. They'll move heaven and earth. If you would do it for Eli Manning, you would do it for this kid. He's worth the money. Yeah,
I said it. We saw a lot of good quarterback play, but he's still head and shoulders above everybody else.
Absolutely, absolutely.
He's head and shoulders above it, and and like you said, they moved it to get Eli. The one team that's begging for a quarterback right now is the Giants, and I can see the Giants going up to get that guy. Like I said, that game, that was a really good game. We knew what North Dakota State was going to do, but like I said, they came to play, and they actually played a good game. They just Colorado had more talent, and Deion has, and that's what you want to see improvement from year 1 to year 2. Deion has some improvement on that team. The offensive line was much better to me. The run defense was better. It could be better, but it was better than it was last year. Deion has fixed up quite a bit of the holes that he had on that team. So I'm not saying that they're gonna be as bad as some other people think they're gonna be, but they're gonna shock some people. And if you don't come with a defense, you're gonna have your hands full with Colorado. And
Well, I mean,
so,
their offense is gonna put up some points, man.
yeah,
I mean, you got
so-
two guys out there who can catch it in a blink of an eye, be dancing in your end zone. And if Shador gets any type of time, like
Dude.
he was damn near perfect that whole game. He missed
dude,
but
his,
a few throws.
his ball placement is amazing, bro. I hate to say
2-minute
You
drill.
work
That 2-minute drill
was
I
impressive.
had a single tear running down my cheek watching that 2-minute drill. It was beautiful.
I mean, he
was-
trained with Tom. He trained with Brady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Peyton. This is what
Peyton,
you
yeah.
expect from somebody who's trained with Peyton and Tom.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, I like Shador. We're gonna see what they're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
Like we talked in the green room, I was amazed. I was like, because I said Lincoln Riley's team has never had a defense ever. Not a run defense. They don't never stop no run defense. But that was amazing to me. But you know what I'm gonna tell y'all was the most amazing thing of week 1? Have you ever seen a unicorn? Have you ever seen Bigfoot? Have you ever seen the Loch Ness Monster? We seen Iowa score 40 fucking points.
Yo, talk to me. Talk to me, bro. Where did that come from?
When did you ever thought in your life you would see Iowa score 40 points?
They ain't scored 40 points in a
In
season.
a game. In a game.
In a game.
They scored 40
In
points
a
combined
game.
in half a year, man. God,
I'm like, what?
Jeez.
I was like,
Oh.
I had to look at it 3 times, and I was like, I turned on the game when it was like 20 something to 0. And I looked, I'm like, this got to be like a replay from like 1936 or something. Like, what?
So it's not even that. They only had 6 at halftime.
Yeah, I
They
was
came
like,
out of they came out of the locker room with their hair on fire and scored
Yes.
34 points in a
Talk
half.
about flipping the switch.
what? I'm like, dude,
Something about that black and gold, right?
man, look. It's like I said, it's one of the things that you probably never thought you would ever see in your lifetime. Like, what the hell is next? Like, man, we gonna have little green men come down and start beating us or something. Like, what the hell? I was like, dude, since when did Iowa decide we gonna start playing some offense over here? Like,
Because Kirk Ferentz wasn't there. Because dad was away. Because
Dude,
Kirk Ferentz
yeah.
probably he's like, all right, boys, that was way too many points for my liking. All right, we gotta get back to basics here next week.
Have fun this week.
That's what it was. Your dad wasn't there, so like they had a chance to have fun. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, y'all
They
couldn't
did. They
lose
got to
it.
run that score up. Iowa State, man, they going to be back to scoring 15,
But-
16, 17 points
Dude,
next week. versus
yeah,
Iowa State.
bro.
It's always so weird. That Iowa State Iowa game, it has the weirdest. It'd be like 19-11.
Yes.
Like 17,
Yeah.
17-5. Like those Iowa State Iowa games are always like
with 4 missed field goals and crap like that going
Right.
on. It's just crazy.
nothing but
when the
defensive
punter has-
touchdowns. Yeah.
When the punter has more net yards than both quarterbacks combined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When the punter has 8,000 yards punting and 2 kick returns. But yeah, dude, I say that was crazy to me. As much crap as that dude get, but I will say this too, man. Ohio State just keep reloading. I mean, they lose these big games, but oh my god, dude, are they like? I don't know if they got Whataburger bags. They ain't got the McDonald's bags. They got like Fat Burger, and everybody's showing up because they just keep reloading, which is crazy. And I know Chandler, he's not on, but Chandler was talking about Michigan. I watched that Michigan game, and they were making a lot of mistakes. I mean, they had a lot of plays that fell their way, but they was looking real shaky to me. They was not looking like the well-oiled team they were.
We're going to learn a lot about Michigan this weekend.
But like I said, from week 1 to week 2, it's like Moore has a lot of stuff. Yeah, get the kinks out.
You got to get it right this week because they got Texas.
Yeah, they better.
Yeah.
They're going to learn a lot. They're going to learn about themselves. So, with that being said, I wanted to go over our confidence points from last week. Larry, you went 4 out of 5. You picked LSU at minus 4.5, and unfortunately, that didn't go your way. Coach, you missed 2 from last week. Arizona was at minus
Barely,
31.
barely. They won by 29. Like, you kidding me? Like,
and then you picked West Virginia -8 versus Penn State, so that didn't fall your way.
Mother Nature, I hate her, man. The Mountaineers were just getting warmed up toward the end of the first half. Anyway.
And then that, I missed 2 from last week. Florida State, never again, was going at -16.5. And I actually picked Georgia to win by less than 13 and a hook. So I missed that there. Villain, you had you missed 2, sir.
I did not, sir. Run the tape. Run the tape. I'm gonna call my mama. Run the tape.
So here we go, man. He said run the tape. I got receipts. So here we go. Let's see what he says, y'all.
Can't hear it.
Can't hear it.
See, that's that BS.
Aaron, we can't hear it.
Exactly, can't hear it.
Yeah.
You try. You already it's shenanigans. trying to silence.
Hey man, let's give him half credit. Give him a half a point.
No,
man.
there's no half credit. Go listen to the show. I said
the game correctly.
So I did. Miami -2.5. Show me some love. Show me some love.
We're here with it. Hold on. Let me do it one more time.
But did Miami win by more than 2.5?
Yeah.
You picked the points, right?
Yeah.
You picked the points.
Yeah.
You picked the points. Yeah, you picked the points. That's right.
Yeah, he did.
Thank you.
All right. Let me change
My
it.
formal appeal is I went to an arbitrator. I should have went to an impartial arbitrator. Should have had Chandler run this. But listen, I appreciate everybody's support. It was a tough week for me. Listen, I just want justice. I just want justice. I just want to be fair and treated fairly. Thank you to my family who had to put up with me all week as I,
Oh God! Hold on 1 second. So here's what we currently
serious acknowledgement.
I can't do that, sir. I cannot
acknowledge
do that.
me.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that with you right now, sir. So the only one that you missed, sir, was Colorado at -11 and a hook.
They had it for a minute, and then North Dakota got that late.
You picked them to cover, so. So looking ahead, gentlemen, to what we got on tap for this week, and keep in mind we'll do the same thing in a couple minutes for the NFL. So get your mind ready, get ready to rock and roll. Coach, I'm gonna start with you. Give me your 5-point play, sir.
All right, guys. This might shock you. This might. Like, guys, hold on to your seats. Okay, guys. With my 5-point pick for this week, I'm going to take Texas -7.5 versus Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's I'm going out on a limb.
I understand.
I feel like last week I went out on a limb with Notre Dame. So another road team going into a hostile environment. Their backs against the wall. Texas -7.5 going into the big house. That's my 5-point pick.
Ooh. All right. John, talk to me, man. 5-point play. Where's your head at?
I'm gonna go with my 5-point play. I'm gonna take Georgia Tech -3 on the road. I'm going to take them against Syracuse. Not sure what Syracuse team we're going to see, but I think, honestly, Georgia Tech has a really good running game. I think Haynes is a terrific running back. I think they can run over Syracuse. I don't think Syracuse is there yet. That -3 is talking to me, so I'm going to take Georgia Tech -3 points on the road. Jerk.
I love
I
this.
say
stuff.
it's slow for this dude, man. I gotta say it's slow for this guy so he knows, man.
So you said Syracuse minus
Well,
3.
I'm gonna slap the taste. I'm gonna drive down you. I'm gonna slap the taste out of your mouth. You keep messing with me. Don't mess with me. Mama.
Larry, talk to me, man. What's your 5-point play, sir?
So the 5 point is the one that we had the most confidence in, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what? I'm gonna lean back over again, and I'm gonna go with Steve say, man. I'm gonna go with Iowa, and I'm gonna take Iowa with the points. They -2, 2.5 versus Iowa State. Somebody's gonna miss a field goal.
It's -2.
Yep, I'm gonna take Iowa.
I'm not looking at it now, so
2.5. 2.5, right?
It's 2.5.
Yeah, that's what I said. Somebody's gonna miss 2 field goals.
Okay.
Let me see where. Yeah, it's 2.5. So -2.5. So -2.5. All right. I'm not messing with that Texas Michigan one right now. I'm not doing it. I mean, I can really easily go. I mean, I could go Maryland, Michigan State. I mean, I'll be there again, so. This is tough, gentlemen. This is insane.
Make a pick, man.
No, make a pick.
Yeah, come on.
You know, shut up,
man.
Yeah.
Take it. Ride
You know what? I'm gonna go with Notre Dame at -28.5, favored versus Northern Illinois. If I get a layup, I'm taking it. So we're gonna go Notre Dame. I like layups, man. I like layups.
See, picking like that is what got us in the predicament that we in now. Because last week you was like, "Oh, I don't know how they're gonna do it, but I think Maryland's gonna cover against you." You making picks like that is why we're picking the way we pick now, sir. Come on now, like let's hoop. Like I said last week, let's hoop, dog. Let's hoop.
Oh, listen, I mean, yeah, I'm a hoop. I'm a hooper.
Quit playing it safe. Quit playing it safe, series. Come on.
Just your face. Make your damn pick. 28.25. So we'll go 28.
My 5-point pick is SMU versus Houston Christian. All right,
I was the last one to go. My 4-point play. He gonna talk me into doing this, but I want to tell him these ranked joints. Like, there's not too many ranked players playing each other yet. Virginia Tech Marshall is 20.5. Virginia Tech lost a tough one week 1. Marsh is open off. It's open in Blackboard. They're not losing up there. They're not. That's not even gonna be close. Shut up!
Do we gotta get him like the Oscar?
I know. We gotta get him to wrap it up. Wrap that gavel up, B.
I'm milking it. All right, so I'm gonna go. My 4-point play is Tennessee versus North Carolina State. NC State. Tennessee's favored by 8. So give me Tennessee to cover. Tennessee, NC State. So that's my 4-point play. Playing with fire, but whatever.
Yeah, how you play 12 fantasy leagues and you analyzing this much over picks?
I know,
man. Come on, man.
I do that, dog. That's why I'm in 12.
Like 18 times before you just.
That's why I'm in. Such face.
I hate to see this dude on the waiver wire. I'd be God.
Oh man, he probably be adding and dropping and figuring out who he gonna pick up and thinking about it twice. And like, no, I want to add it.
I have a whole system with my waiver wire stuff, but
Villain talk all over his phone from him adding and removing.
I'm like, yo, yeah. And the sad thing is, I get alerts every time somebody does something. Something like, damn, what did Larry go do?
Yeah,
Oh, hell.
that's
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Villain, talk to me. What's your 4-point play?
I'm going to take Utah minus 14. I like Utah, man. I think I like them this year. I think they're gonna do some big things. I think Baylor's a good team. But at home, I'll take Utah. I'm gonna lay the points. I'm gonna give them Utah minus 14 at home. Baylor. Should be a good game too. I think it's gonna be a good game.
Mm-hmm.
So you're picking Utah. Got it.
Yeah, minus 14. Utah minus 14.
Say it with your chest, Barry.
It's little Zach, talk to me, man. Talk to me, BZ. Talk to me, my guy. How we doing?
You know, I'll make this short and sweet. A game that you said you're going to be at. Give me the Terps minus 8. Let's go.
Michigan State.
Who are they playing?
Michigan
State.
Okay.
Man, look, I watched a good part of that FAU Michigan State game. Michigan State was trying to give that game to FAU. FAU didn't want it. You know, so it's like
minus 8. You're picking Maryland.
I'm picking Maryland. I'm picking the Maryland Terrapins. minus 8.
Minus 8. Gotcha.
Clear as day.
I'm gonna need y'all to enunciate. All right, Steve, talk to me, my guy. Not Steve, but Larry, talk to me.
Man, I'm gonna take a layup, and Steve, I'm taking this layup because it's personal to me.
No.
It's personal, and I feel like, man, I need to take it because it's real personal to me, and I think you know where I'm gonna go because I mentioned it. I'm gonna take Oklahoma to beat the brakes off of U of H, man. I'm taking them plus 30, man. I'm pissed off how bad the U of H programming got. They look like trash, dude. I mean, Dana wasn't there. Dana was falling off, but Dana was better than what we're seeing right now. U of H got too much talent in this state.
But that wasn't a bad UNLV team that beat them, Larry. UNLV like that.
Dude,
I mean,
I watched some of the game because it was U of H, and I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe we've gotten better. Dana was horrible.
No, they stink.
Yeah, it was stinking. Stinking high heaven, man. Thinking like all hell. So yeah, that go my pick.
Well, what's your 3-point play, sir?
Okay, so we go a 3-point play. So I had to take my layup. So now I'm taking my half-court 3-point shot. I'm taking Colorado for the upset.
Okay.
Nebraska look good, but I'm taking I'm taking Colorado for the upset. Nebraska, I love their quarterback. Dude can play, but I'm taking Colorado.
That kid's something.
Yeah. They do got some
Deion coming for Rule, man. Deion's gonna come for Rule.
But Deion's coming.
All that
I think Deion and Matt Rule teams are always kind of like big games. He's kind of like Bill O'Brien. He don't make too many.
Nebraska's favorite in this one.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know. I'm taking Colorado
home favorites. What's the line?
7.5.
7.5 right now.
I tell you, man, I'm shooting Steph Curry, and I'm shooting a 3-point shot.
Colorado, and they are
the underdog
right now. 7.25. We got 7 on the hook here. All right, that's not me. That is you. All right, Steve, talk to me, my man.
You know what? I'm going to stand in solidarity with my H-Town brother. I had Colorado plus 7.5 as my 1-point pick. I'm going to bump it up to my 3-point pick. I got Colorado plus 7.5 versus Nebraska. That's my 3-point play.
And you're picking Colorado as well?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I like it. We're going to copy this right here. All right. Villain, talk to me, my man.
Give me Kansas minus 5 on the road. Taking a lot of road dogs. But I'm gonna take Kansas in this one on the road at Illinois. Kansas -5. Kansas -5
versus the Illinois Fighting Illini.
Illinois. I'm not telling you Illinois. I'm taking Kansas -5.
Who's favored in that? Trying to see who's favored there.
This is why we have the problems that we have.
I know, right? I know, right? Is Kansas favored? I mean, they are. So you're taking Kansas. You can. Okay, so you
Kansas -5.
He's doing it again. I hate you so much. I swear to God,
I know.
Let's fix that. Boom. All right, so my 3-point play, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. I want to pick an upset just for kicks and giggles. And this Maryland-Michigan State game is a conference game. It's at 8 right now, but I can't afford to do it because people like to watch my show. Michigan, Texas, and Ann Arbor. Texas is favored by 7.25. I'm going upset here. I'm going Michigan to upset Texas at home.
Now,
Sorry, Steve.
Do you like them to cover the 7 in the hook, or you like them to win?
Why you do that, Steve? Why you do that, Coach?
Just asking a question. We all friends here. Just asking.
Here's the thing. Like, my phone's going to blow up if F it. I expect Michigan to win and Texas not to cover. So I'm taking Michigan to win by 8+.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna do. So you want me to hoop, brother? Let's hoop.
Let's hoop.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
Let's hoop. Yeah. I like it. Let's go.
This is, and the line is 7 and a hook. Don't cover.
Well, I mean, turnabout is fair play. You asked me last week, did I like Notre Dame to win outright or just to cover? And I said, no, I like Notre Dame to win the game outright. And guess what they did? So I hope you're not as fortunate with your prediction as I was with mine.
For your sake, you probably don't want me to be. You probably don't want me to be. So, and Texas is favored. So let me highlight them. All right, bet. My 2-point play, I'm going to keep this one super simple. Kentucky versus South Carolina. Kentucky is favored by 10. I think they cover that, so give me Kentucky to beat the brakes off of South Carolina.
Yeah, I looked at that game. I looked long and hard at the game and decided against it. I was like, yeah.
South Carolina and this -10 cover. All right, villain.
Give me. I've been waffling on this 2 pick. I got 3 games and possible 4 that I'm working with. So, but I'm more confident in this pick. Give me Iowa -2.5 against Iowa State.
You said -2 and a hook. You got them covering.
It's going to be a weird game. It's an ugly game.
It always is.
It always is. Just the weirdest game of the week. Is just like I said. The score's going to be. Is somehow somebody's going to score a half point some kind of way.
Yeah, and give me the and if you're feeling dangerous out there, take the under 35.5.
Yeah, I can see that. Coach, talk to me, man. What's your 2-point play?
My 2-point play, NC State +8 versus Tennessee. That game's in Charlotte. It's not even really it's not like they got to go to like Tennessee has to go to Raleigh. Tennessee it's one of these neutral site games that we all love early in the season. It'll be a pro NC State crowd, but like I said, there'll be plenty of volunteers in the building. Look, that Concepcion kid for NC State, they have to find a way to give him the ball. He needs to get 20, 25. Like he just needs the ball. And like I love that kid. He just like him and McCall. They're gonna put up some numbers, and I think they're gonna put up some numbers against Tennessee. I like I said, I got NC State covering the 8, and take the over in this game if you want to get down. It's gonna be a whole bunch of points scored in Charlotte. The Panthers won't score as many points as these two teams will in that same stadium. So yeah.
That's funny. All right, Larry, talk to me, man. What is your 2-point play, sir?
I was debating about making this my 1-point play, but I'm gonna make it my 2-point because I'm still debating on my 1 point. I'm gonna take Cleveland. I'm gonna take Clemson, but I don't think Clemson gonna cover. Appalachian State always plays 1A teams tough, and Clemson looked real shaky last week. They coming off of a beatdown. I don't think they're gonna cover the points, but I think they'll probably win just because they have a more talented team, but they're not gonna cover.
What's the line at right now? I'm not looking at it.
17 and a half. 17 and a half.
Yeah, 17 and a half. Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna cover. Appalachian State and North Dakota State always play 1A teams tough. Always.
I mean, App State's a 1A team now. They're in America.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So I mean, like, Appalachian State is a big boy now. So
yeah, they might got a couple of 4 stars over there, maybe one, and a bunch of 3s and some 2s.
What's your 1-point play, sir?
Can I come back? Because I'm still debating on mine. Let's circle back around to me.
Coach, what's your 1-point play, sir?
Marshall +20 versus Virginia Tech. I talked earlier about teams improve from week 1 to week 2. I just don't like what's going on in Blacksburg, guys. I don't. And I think a Marshall team that, again, is like, these are two teams in the kind of same part of the country. A lot of these, it's not a rivalry game, but a lot of these kids know each other. And Marshall looking to prove a point. Marshall looking to kind of like put their stuff on the map, so to speak. I can see, again, I've been to Blacksburg before. I think I suffered permanent hearing loss during Inner Sandman. Like it is the
best intro in college football.
It's the best intro in college football. If you love college football, you owe it to yourself. I say there's 3 things you got to do. Go to a Texas OU game. Go to see a game in the Rose Bowl. And be in Lane Stadium when Inner Sandman hits. Those are 3 things I feel like every college football fan should do.
Notre Dame too.
Notre Dame's amazing. Like that's a whole different topic that we can get in and stuff like that. Like go to an Iron Bowl. Go to it's just go But I don't like what's going on in Blacksburg. I feel like they need to rip it down, tear it down to the studs. I feel like this is a team that pride themselves on defense and special teams, and it's just like they let Vandy. And now again, that kid Diego from Vandy, he's a baller. He's a legit baller. Like Vandy, I can't wait to see more Vandy, which I thought I'd never say that in my life. I can't wait to see more Vanderbilt football. But give me as my 1-point play. Give me Marshall +20 in Blacksburg.
All right, sir. All right, villain 1-point play. Talk to me.
Like I said, I had 3 games left that I was looking at, maybe 4. I'm going to take Michigan +7.5. I don't think Michigan's going to win, but I don't think at home they're going to lose by more than a touchdown. I think they'll lose by a late field goal. So give me Michigan +7.5.
All right, so.
Yeah. If I got to be truthful, I see something like 28-24. You know what I'm saying? Like, 27-23, some in that range. If I'm being honest, so. But I'm thinking
it's going to be about 27-24. I think it's going to be a late. game like that. I think Michigan will probably keep it close. I think Texas will get the lead early. I think Michigan will fight back, probably take the lead in the third quarter, and then Texas will pull away the lead. That's kind of where I see that game.
Don't. And you're picking Michigan to win it?
Yeah. Michigan plus 7.5.
Okay, got it. So, Michigan. So, so excuse me, hold on a second. Back. Let me get this right. Texas is the favorite here.
Yeah, get your parlays ready, boys.
Oh yeah. I'm doing. Like I showed y'all, I put my money where my mouth is, man. It's like it didn't work out this week. So I mean, last week.
Larry, are you ready to rock and roll, sir?
Yeah, man. You know, I like to live on the edge, man. Like I feel like, man, you gotta do that sometime. For my 1 point play, I'm picking Boise State with the upset over Oregon. We know Oregon was looking shaky. Oregon barely put up a couple of points last week, and that Boise State team, they can score.
Okay, I'm hold on. You said Boise State?
Yeah, I'm picking them for the upset.
Oh boy.
Against the points.
What's the line?
What is it? 17, I think.
Yeah, 17, right?
Now.
What is it? 19 and a half.
19 and a half. 19 and a half right now.
I'm picking Boise State, pull the upset.
You think it's outright though? You think it's outright upset, or they just take the points and win?
I'm just gonna take the outright upset. I think they go.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
Like that. I mean, Boise State has that kid that ran for like 18,000 yards last week. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and Idaho was able to run the ball. So it's like you have a step up. Yeah, you have a step up in in talent with the Broncos, and it's like it might be a long day for the Duck defense.
Steve talked me into it. Boise State always keep a stout defensive line. And if your offensive line is shaky, yeah. Now you might they D-backs and you might pass on them, but they always have had a pretty stout D line. So I'm taking Boise State for the upset.
And Dylan Gabriel can barely see above the line anyway, so it's like Dylan Gabriel's a very small little man.
And they if you look at like every Oregon team, they always drop an early game for some reason. They always.
Talk about living dangerously. Okay. All right.
I mean, this is a robbery. Let's not forget the whole like LeGarrette Blunt, like
like
that. This Boise State.
I say he did punch the dude slamming in his face. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So there's history here with these two teams. Yeah, there's no love lost between these two teams at all.
Nah, I'm living dangerous. I'm rolling with it. You got to do that sometime, Mr. Aaron.
I ain't mad at you, big dog. I ain't mad at you. I just picked Michigan to beat Texas and not to beat about more than 8. Come on now. And Texas is the number 1 3-ranked team in the country. My 1 point play, I do. You know what? I'm gonna go right back to your game just to mess with you, dog. I'm gonna go right back to that. Oregon and Boise State. Let me find the line because I just lost it.
It's 19 and a half, man.
19 and a half.
See, this is how you mess up Barry's score.
I don't mess up.
Exactly. You slap in the get the hell out of here.
I hate you so
Barry,
much.
your daughter want to come back on the show. We need a scorekeeper.
Yeah, please. and you better not mess it up because she will come after you.
I know she will. I'm scared. I'm more scared of her than you. I got Oregon covering that.
You see how this dude be coming for me? I got something for him. Revenge is a dish best served cold. It's coming for him real cold.
All right, so just to recap what we got, man. Hold on a second. Let me edit this real quick. Notre Dame was my 5-point play. Boom. All right. So I got Notre Dame covering against Northern Illinois at 28 and a hook. I got Tennessee for my 4-point play, covering NC State at 8. I got Michigan beating Texas by 8. So I got that one. I got Kentucky covering South Carolina by -10. And I got Oregon Covering the spread is at 19.5. I keep forgetting to write that down.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Villa, run it down for me real quick, dog.
Run down what? You ain't take notes?
I did. You had Georgia and
No.
write your shit down.
I did.
I
I
don't
wrote
write it down either. You supposed to
Georgia.
take it down. I ain't write it down.
Y'all doing the most. All right, so you had you had Georgia Tech at -3.
Georgia Tech -3, Utah -14, Kansas -5, Iowa -2.5, Michigan +7.5. Get my shit right.
I got you, big dog. I got you.
Yeah.
Coach, run it down for me, my guy.
All right, my 5-point pick: Texas -7.5 versus Michigan. My 4-point play: Maryland -8 versus Michigan State. My 3-point play: Colorado +7.5 versus Nebraska. My 2-point play: North Carolina State +8 versus Tennessee. And my 1-point play: Marshall +20 versus Virginia Tech.
All right, Larry, run it down, my guy.
Man, I ain't doing all that, man. That's what we were being recorded for. I'll play it back later, man. That's what we being recorded for, man.
You had Iowa -2.5 with Iowa State for your 5. You had Oklahoma -30 straight. You said this was personal. That was your 4-point play. Your 3-point play was Colorado at -7 and a cook. Against Nebraska, your 2-point play was Clemson versus App State, but you don't expect Clemson to cover. And your 1-point play was Boise State beating the brakes off of Oregon because you think it's personal. So that's your outright right there.
We'll roll with that, man. Barry said it's 2024, man. We in the digital world, man. I'll play the tape back later.
You play the tape back. Play the tape back
later. Keep it moving.
All right. So with that being said, gentlemen, let me go ahead and copy this over. NFL week 1 starts on Thursday evening, man. I can't believe NFL is here. Same concept, same rules apply, man. Go ahead and roll out with me, Villain. Let me clear this out real quick. Let me go ahead and clear this. Villain, give me your 5-point play.
Give me the Bills -6.5 against the Cardinals.
You said Bills minus what?
Bills -6.5. That's the line you got? You guys got that? 6.5?
I haven't put it up yet. You said minus.
I think I like the Bills at home -6.5. Cardinals are going to be better this year, but I think the first game is going to be a little rocky for them. So give me the Bills. They'll win by more than a touchdown at home. It'll be close though. 10. I think it'll be a 9-10 point game.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Let me get to the NFL joint real quick, big dog. Come on now, computer. Work with me. Boom. All right. Let's get it. Coach, talk to me.
I'm going to make a little bit of an adjustment here. I had Cards, Bills as my 3-point. I'm going to bump that up to my 5-point. Give me the Cards +6.5 versus the Bills. For the opposite reason, I feel like the Cards will catch the Bills off guard. The Bills will be if this game was in like week 10 or 11, and the Bills kind of get that, because the Bills have some questions that need to answer as well. So I feel like this is a game where the Cardinals can kind of catch the Bills off guard, keep it close, and the Bills win probably, but I think they win like a 4-point game, something close like that. So yeah, give me Cards +6.5 for my 5-point play.
Got the Bills winning, but it's +6.5. So, all right, cool. Larry, talk to me.
Oh, man, I wish Unc was on, man, because I just feel like triggering people today. For my 5-point play, man, I'm taking the Bears to cover the spread against the Titans.
Yes.
That offense look good. The Titans are in influx right now. that defense was looking real good down the stretch. I think the Bears gonna cover.
What is that line?
At home too. And so
it's 4.
It's 4.
yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. So it's the Tennessee Titans and the Bears are favorites. So you got to cover it.
Yeah.
All
Bears
right,
favorite.
all right.
They're gonna cover the spread.
Titans. Okay. So for my 4-point play, gentlemen,
5.
there.
5.
Excuse me, 5-point plays. Come on, I'm skipping. There is not a double-digit chain right here, which is great. Right now, I got. Since we're triggering people, I got the Minnesota Vikings covering the New York Giants. Man, I think the Minnesota Vikings beat the brakes off the Giants. So I'm going to go Vikings.
Tough.
Giants.
I said it to
Man,
my face too. I said it
Shots
to my
fired.
face.
Shots fired.
I said it straight to him.
Right to my face.
Straight to him. And the line right now is 2. So -2. And the Vikings are favored there.
Sam Darnold. And he gonna say that to me. Sam Darnold.
I said what I said. You can't cover a cold right now. You got to deal with it.
Get
Is Addison playing?
I think Addison's suspended.
He's suspended, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I would say if he ain't suspended, yeah, that's gonna be a real bad day for your Giants, man.
Easy trouble. Knock it off.
I don't trust Daniel freaking Jones, and neither do Giants fans.
Nobody trusts him. Nobody
Unless
trusts him.
unless you listen to the podcast that he, my man had last week. You know what I'm saying?
It was a little delusional. I'm gonna put it like that.
I wasn't delusional. I said it's his last year. I said what I said. I said it's his last year.
Barry, but you was I said a little delusional on the Steelers show. Aaron, your boy was delusional talking about the Steelers winning the Super Bowl.
My man, Nick went off. He confident, man. I ain't mad at him. Now again, here's the funny thing: you not trying to do that damn thing, he whatever.
Man, that's some huge hurdles to get over, man. I don't know about that one.
A lot. All right, for my 4-point play, I'm never gonna pick my Steelers name out. I don't have it in me. That's bad juju. My 4-point play, I'm going to the Monday night game. I expect the San Francisco 49ers to cover the 4 and a hook right now against the New York Football Jets. So we're gonna go San Fran at -4 and a hook. All right, Villain, give me a 4-point play.
Give me the Bengals -7.5 against the Patriots, just because even though Jamar Chase is not going to play, I think Burrow's going to get back into it. T. Higgins is going to have a good game. I just don't think the Patriots have enough talent right now. I really don't. So give me the Bengals -7.5.
That game's gonna annoy the hell out of me. I'm not gonna lie. Coach, talk to me. What's your 4-point play?
Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah, that's what. Like I'm sitting here like
Brisket, Brisket. What is it? He gets cooked. Either way.
Yeah, right.
I mean, Villain stole my thunder. That was my 4-point pick. I feel like the Bengals are going to go out there and really put a hurting on the Bengals. It's like, look, I'm all here for Coach Mayo. I mean, the Patriots are trying to build something, but Sunday, like right now, I mean, as long as 9 is upright, like I just think I don't think the Patriots would stay within 10 points of the Bengals, if we being honest. So I mean, yeah, that's my 4-point play. Mm-hmm.
I got it. All right, that makes you guys copy and paste. Larry, talk to me. What's your 4-point play, sir?
Man, you know what? My 4-point play. I never thought I would say this, but I think I want to go Chargers to cover. I think Harbaugh gonna right the ship, and the Raiders got a lot of influx. We don't know if Adams is going to play. Yeah, I think the Raiders, they've upgraded their defense, but I think Harbaugh's going to right the ship, especially if Herbert plays. And he's expected to play, I think. But yeah, I think Harbaugh's going to right the ship.
And right now the line is at -3.
Yeah.
Who's he throwing to?
Ladd McConkey.
Yeah, Ladd McConkey.
Joshua Palmer.
Yeah, they got some.
Palmer.
Mm-hmm. Here's the thing. They can run the ball 40 million times.
Yeah,
let's be honest. It's like Herbert, like it's over. Not over, but it's like, I mean, look, he is going to get very good at handing the ball off to Gus Edwards and to Gus Edwards and then to Gus Edwards one more time. It's like, so yeah.
What to any many throws is Harbaugh's right up his alley.
Yeah, it's a shame because Herbert's such a he has such talent. He like people talk about arm talent, but all that arm talent is going to be underutilized.
Unfortunately. Alrighty then. So Larry, give me a 3-point play, sir.
I'm loving this one. Loving it. I'm picking the Browns to cover the spread and beat the Cowboys.
Motherfucker.
I'm loving it. I'm like McDonald's. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. They whole first team offense ain't played all year. Ezekiel looking like trash. Yeah. I'm loving it. 3-pointer.
Man said Trey ball corner pocket. Cleveland is favored by 2.5 too.
Yeah, they're gonna cover that.
So
CD and Dak ain't played together all preseason. Dak ain't played all preseason either. Yeah,
no, he has not. Yeah. No, he has not.
Yeah, most time if your quarterback and your receivers ain't played all season, you're gonna come out and struggle. I mean, all preseason, you're gonna come out and struggle.
At least for the first half.
Yeah.
For the first half.
All right.
Against that Browns defense, that's gonna be pretty.
Coach, talk to me. What's your 3-point play?
My 3-point play. I have not bitten my tongue when it comes to what I think of the New Orleans Saints. I think they're going to be the worst team in the NFL. I think we talk about like where is Shedeur going to go. He might just be going to New Orleans because they're going to need a quarterback too.
They're gonna pull an Eli. He not that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, bring your daddy with you, baby. Because you know what I'm saying. Because Dennis Allen ain't like Dennis Allen. He ain't doing. You know what I'm saying. So it's like bring package deal. Bring your daddy with you. You know what I'm saying. It's like so. That being said, like the Panthers were so bad last year, but they have improved this team. You know, I mean, I think with another year in the system and Bryce Young and like they've improved the offensive line and I like Chuba Hubbard. I mean, I know they drafted the kid Brooks, another UT alum, but he's not going to be there for at least the first month or so of the season or whatever like that. But I like what they have in place. Give me the Panthers +4 against the Saints.
Okay. Woo! I like it. I like it more than I want to. Villain, talk to me, man. What is your 3-point play, sir?
I think this team gets off to a good start after a really good 2023 campaign, and even though they're on the road, I think they're gonna get right to it. Give me the Texans -3 against the Colts. I think that's an easy line. To me, I think the Texans are that good. They're super talented. I like that.
Okay, I like it. And Texans are who's favorite? Houston is favored there. Okay.
Road favorite.
Yeah, road favorite. Yep.
I mean, even though Richardson looks pretty good, I think he's going to have a good. He has to stay healthy. I think he looks good, but I think the Texans overall. I like.
It's 48.25. I mean, I think there's going to be some points scored in that game.
I mean, but how lucky are we that hopefully, fingers crossed, we get to watch these two quarterbacks play twice a year. Yes. Hopefully for the next decade. Like, oh man, yeah.
All right, my 3-point play. It is my turn. Okay, my 3-point play. I got the upset here. I got the Los Angeles Rams going into Ford Field and beating the Detroit Lions. I don't think Detroit covers. So I'm going with the Rams. Sunday Night Football going into Detroit.
Right. It's gonna be
what's the line?
rocking. It's gonna be rocking at Ford Field. They're
gonna
be wearing those beautiful Motor City Muscle uniform. Man, it's
Yeah.
man, it's gonna be a scene, man. I can't wait for that, man. I cannot.
It's gonna
wait.
be fun. I'm gonna be sitting in Orlando, Florida, watching that one, man. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. My 2-point play. Something's telling me to leave it alone, but I can't. That Seattle Denver line is at 6.
Oh, I stayed away. That is a nasty game. That game is that is a nasty game, and I want no part of it. Mm-mm.
You know what?
Look, you'll never know what that will happen with Knicks, and that offense look good, but that defense.
I'm gonna try Jacksonville, Miami.
That one's
effing. Let's hoop. I'm gonna take Seattle favorite by 6.5. I'm gonna take the under there. I'm gonna take the under. So I think Seattle wins it by a field goal or less. So let me go.
Broncos +6.
Broncos +6. So we're gonna go Seattle.
Jeez.
I want no parts of that one.
No.
I need all the smoke. I don't even care. I love this stuff. I love it so much. Villain, talk to me.
Larry took my thunder, so I moved it. I had it a little higher. I moved it down. Wasn't as confident, but give me the Browns -2.5 at home against the Cowgirls.
Got it.
Man, look, if you're confident in it, let's roll with it, man. Great minds think alike.
I know. Well, I was confident, but you cutting the villain, bro?
Go ahead, do your thing.
Trying to help Ike. Go
ahead, do your thing, dog. Do your thing. I'm going to say.
No, I'm good. I hate you, Cowboy fans. I hate you all.
Enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Let's go. That defense is going to come after him, and I think the Cowboys' offense is going to have a lot of problems. Not the skill position, the running back's a problem, but that offensive line is not what I think it's going to be.
It's going to be a funny game to watch, man. It's going to be
against that Browns front four. Yeah, you not need on that offensive line.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I don't trust the offense of Cleveland. They still got Deshaun Watson playing quarterback, but we'll talk about that one a little bit later. Coach, talk to me.
I am going to take. You know what? Screw it. I say let's hoop. Give me the Cowboys. Whatever. Let's go. Whatever. I'll do it. I don't care. Like, give me the Cowboys.
So you're gonna take the Cowboys +2.5?
I'm taking the Dallas Cowboys +2.5.
I like it.
And you say you're from Houston?
Let's go.
Yeah, whatever. Like I said, I cannot beg people to hoop if I do not hoop myself. So therefore, I am picking the Cowboys +2.5 against my better judgment. Picking the Cowboys +2.5.
Steph Curry, man. You need Steph. We hooping on the damn show. Larry, talk to me, man. Get your 2-point play, my dude.
I need a second to clear my mind for a second. Thought you was my homie. Man, what in the hell's going on here? I mean, hey, look. I can't talk. I'm gonna just share something with y'all, and I'm not proud of it. My mom was a Cowboys fan. It's a small spot, but my mom was a Cowboys fan.
Mama Larry, man, you were
Prescott jerseys and
you bought it for her, didn't you? You used your hard-earned 49er money to buy your mom a Cowboy jersey, didn't you?
Look, no, my nephew bought it, and I had to be like, man, what are you doing over here, man? Look, sometimes your parents don't know best, man. But hey, Steve.
Don't
All right,
you know we love you sweetly?
Yes.
Right.
Hey, look, hey, and I'll go even further. My mama and my brother, Cowboys fan. I'm like, man, what happened in the family? What happened? What happened? But I'm gonna take for my 2-point play. I'm gonna take Jacksonville, and I'm gonna take them to cover. I think that track meet, man, they gonna run Jacksonville up out of there. They look.
You like the Dolphins?
Huh?
You got the Dolphins or the Jags?
I got the Dolphins to cover.
The Dolphins.
I think it's gonna be more than
Jags,
that.
Okay,
I think it's gonna be more than 6. I think it's gonna be probably 14, maybe it's more because
what's the line?
Huh?
3.25.
3.25.
Oh,
You gotta remember that.
Yeah, that was a good. I would tease that one. I'll tease that one.
Jacksonville actually lost a lot of their receiving core.
Yeah, Calvin Ridley.
Yeah, they didn't. They didn't upgrade their receiving core. They didn't upgrade their secondary, and we all know, boy, you better have 18 D-backs if you playing against the Dolphins. And I don't know if y'all noticed, but they got like a 3x4 relay, a 4x4 relay coming out of that backfield. Like, yeah, you think you better have some D-backs? You better have some speed at linebacker, and Jacksonville don't have no speed like that at linebacker. And I'm gonna just feel sorry if you get caught in that slot against our chain, or you get caught in that slot, and they put in Jalen Wyatt, man. Like, yeah, I think the Dolphins are gonna run them out, and I think they're gonna win.
Okay. All right. Well, what's your 1-point play, my guy?
My 1-point play is gonna go right through your heart, man. I tell you, revenge is best served cold. It's a cold dish. I'm picking the Atlanta Falcons to upset your Steelers, and I think
it's not an upset. They're
another,
favored by 3.25.
You'll be upset. You'll be upset.
Oh, my bad.
They're favored by 3.25.
Yeah, I think they're gonna cover. They're gonna cover the 3.5. I think that you're gonna be 0-1, brother, to start the season. Yeah, they're gonna be dirty birding and everything.
Yeah, they getting the home field goal in the hook. So it's like, yeah, I mean,
hey,
fans don't think much of the Falcons, to be honest. If you're only getting
cool
don't at home,
you get 3 points automatically, right?
Hey, don't miss at home.
So they getting the hook at home. So that's it. That's all they getting. So it's like, but
he don't miss at home. I think they upgrade their defense enough, and the Steelers' offense has been looking real shaky. I think they upgrade their defense enough, and I think they'll just have just enough offense that they'll cover that 3.5, bro. They'll probably beat y'all.
That's
by
gonna
like
be an interesting ball game, man. I mean, they got some weapons on the outside. They upgraded their defense. They're at home.
Yeah. Dude, Justin Simmons and Judon, man, that's some big additions on that defense, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. So they're gonna be a formidable opponent. No doubt about that. Yeah. Coach, talk to me, man. What's your 1-point play, sir?
My 1-point play. The Chiefs have this tendency to kind of stumble out of the gate a little bit. So you know what? I mean, the Ravens, a team who feel like, every year they're Super Bowl contenders. I like the addition of Henry. Lamar's Lamar. Give me the Ravens +3 to open the season. That is my 1-point play. Because I'm not very confident, but that's the spirit of this game. Okay,
I like it.
So it's like my 1-point play: Ravens +3 versus the Chiefs.
I like it. Villain,
that's gonna be the Ravens Super Bowl. They gonna be more amped up than the Chiefs are.
They gonna be amped.
Super Bowl hangover in the mud.
Yep, they gonna be amped for that one. Talk to me, villain.
Give me the New York Football Giants +2 at home. I don't care. I got the balls to pick my team at home +2 against the sick Vikings with Sam Darnold. Who cares about Sam Darnold? Get lost. We're coming. Bleed blue. We're coming, baby. We're coming. We're coming.
Bad quarterback play.
I can't help it if I'm a Giant fan. I can't help it if I'm custom made. I can't help it. All right.
Oh God, that's
And
comical.
see,
That's
I was gonna
funny.
pick my team until Aaron want to shoot slugs over here, so I had to
Yeah, I don't care.
pinpoint him back. I had to shoot
Honestly, I'm
back.
not that confident. I'm not
I
that
didn't shoot a
confident. It's
slug.
just a
I
1 point
said
play. I'm not that confident. So
I
what are we
said I'm
talking about?
confident that the 49ers will beat the brakes off the New
Yeah.
York Football Jets.
Yeah, but you started it, man. So I gotta shoot my slugs back.
Yeah, shoot him, my guy. Again, it wouldn't shock me. We're just 3.5.
We're good here. Giants plus 2.5 at home. Give me that. Give me that.
Oh man.
I mean, did anybody watch the Vikings last year? What are we talking about? Like, what are we doing?
Hey.
Meanwhile,
I watched enough of the New York Football Giants to know better.
Yeah, but
Unfortunately,
meanwhile, Cole's in the game, which means everybody have to get your Xanax or get your.
I mean, the only game that I could think of. The only game I would think it would be even worse than that to be a pick 'em would be that Saints and Panthers game.
I can't even do it. All right, so I'm gonna live life dangerously. I'm gonna live life dangerously, and that's why it's my 1 point play. I'm gonna start off by going with the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers over in Brazil. Philadelphia's favored by 3. I got them winning by a touchdown. So give me the Eagles.
That ain't living dangerous.
Then the line is 3.
Well, no, him picking the Packers would be him living dangerous.
Yeah,
my wife's an Eagles fan.
Him picking the Packers.
He been sleeping on the couch regardless.
That's why I got 1 point play.
Let me message Jess right now, Jessica.
Y'all notice how low he said it too. He said it with nobody in the house here.
Yeah,
I know, right?
She in the back sleep. She in the back sleep.
He don't believe in gangrene, man. He don't.
Actually, I do a little bit more than I need to be. They're my
your 1 point play. I believe in them so much that they're my 1 point play.
They're not at home. They going overseas. They can't wear green. So right, neutral site stuff. So let me run this down to you, man. My 5 point play is the Vikings covering the 2 versus the New York Football Giants, so they won by a touchdown there. My 4 point play is San Fran by 4.5 against the Jets. My 3 point play are the Lions and Rams. The Rams pulling off the upset, going into Motor Field, beating the Lions by more than 4. My 2 point play is the Seattle Seahawks at -6 versus the Denver Broncos. So for me, I got that there. And Philadelphia at -3 versus the Green Bay Packers is my 1 point play. Filling and run it down real quick, sir.
I hate Clay Holmes. I really do. Bills sorry. Bills -6.5, Bengals -7.5. Texans -3, Browns -2.5, and the New York Giants +2 at home.
Coach, run it down for me, sir.
All right, so I got Cards +6.5, Bengals plus what is it, 8 or whatever like that. So I forgot to write it down. But
Bengals are 7 and a hook.
Yeah, so me and Barry are lockstep on that one. Then I have Panthers versus Saints for my 3 point play. The Dallas Cowboys +2.5 is my 2 point play, and then I have the Ravens +3 as my 1 point play versus the Chiefs.
Larry, run it down, my guy.
Man, you already know what I'm about to say, bro.
Okay,
I'll play it back.
You play it back. You know what I'm saying? Somebody ain't gonna follow.
YOLO, you only live once, man. I like to live like that, man. I go off the top of my dome.
I'll shoot it over to you guys here in a minute, man. But
this the same dude that literally called me out. Man, you took Mahomes with your second pick, man.
Yeah,
that's how I live, man. That's how I live.
Dumb. My man lives recklessly. All right. With that being said, man, did anybody have anything else they wanted to hit before we got out of here this evening?
Football is back. It's so much fun, man. Football is back.
Fun. Just like the NFL is going to have it to where it's going to be open in week. There's going to be a game on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Me and my wife were joking about that, but then I saw a story today that says like the NFL is seriously thinking about doing that. So it's just more football the better. I don't care. Yeah, whatever. So yeah, let's go.
I need it injected in my veins. Injected in my veins. I need it. I need it so much.
Yep.
Anything else, Villain?
I'm debating on whether to get Sunday Ticket or just get Red Zone. But either way,
So
Red Zone.
Get Red Zone.
Red Zone.
Red
yeah,
Zone.
of course. I had Red Zone for years. I love it. But
Sunday Ticket.
I have YouTube TV this year, so I'm
at the
debating.
price point. At the price point, Sunday Ticket is just it's getting ridiculous. It's just like again, like Red Zone is fine. Red Zone's fine. You'll be all right.
And you know what it is though, Coach. And I don't want to take up too much time because I'm sleepy. I want to go cuddle with my wife, have her just like yell at me. But it's the 1 o'clock game is perfect for Red Zone, but usually my team is at 1 o'clock. Then the 4 o'clock game, you're basically watching a full game. You know what I mean? Cutting away from Red Zone basically.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, you're good, right? So it's for $10 a month. Might as well just get Red Zone.
Yeah, I have YouTube TV. I have the Sunday Ticket. I have the Sunday Ticket package, and again, Red Zone is great, but having that quad box is just.
It's different. It's different.
It does stuff to me during football season. I mean, it's football and basketball season. It does stuff to me, man.
See, for me, Sunday Ticket, where Sunday Ticket is worth it is like being able to go back and watch the games. Because then I will usually go back and watch. They do like the recaps. They match the game up, and I love that. For me, that's where Sunday Ticket is worth it, to be able to go back and watch like those 45-minute condensed games. That I love.
Yeah,
that's true.
Sunday Ticket actually is worth it to me and probably like to Steve, because if you're like a 49ers fan, you live in Houston, you get Cowboys games and you don't want to see that. Or if Steve's in Pittsburgh, he probably gets Steelers games and not Texans games.
Which I love the Steelers. I love the Steelers very much.
Hey, Steve, hey Barry, you just see this, Barry?
Where's that?
Hey.
Yeah, you haven't seen it yet. The Longford home run.
I fucking hate Clay Holmes, man.
But you guys actually hit a sore spot for me right now, and it's pissing me off.
Oh boy,
dude!
How much longer do we have to put up with this?
I had to literally contain myself because I didn't want to call these people and go berserk. I'm a DirecTV customer.
Oh,
and
dude, you don't have ESPN.
I can't watch ESPN, ABC.
Ask for a refund. Ask for a refund.
I am, but I had to calm down first, because like Steve hit it on the head. You pay so much money for Sunday Ticket. They make billions, but now ESPN, I'm gonna say Disney, is so petty that I actually pay for ESPN Plus and Disney Plus. They block you from being able to watch ESPN on ESPN Plus, even though you're paying for ESPN Plus to watch and stream ESPN.
Wait, you have the bundle and you still can't use ESPN Plus?
No, because the first day you were able to do it, and I guess they figured out that's what people were doing. So now you have to log into your TV provider to watch ESPN on ESPN Plus.
And your TV provider is DirecTV, so then
so then they'll block you. So
that's all because they want DirecTV to stand up against the Fubo TV lawsuit.
And the crazy part about it is they strategically waited until
Monday night
to do it.
Yep.
And I'm like, dude, come on, man. Like, we paying y'all billions and billions of dollars, and y'all literally over here probably haggling over pennies.
Yeah.
They ain't trying to pay the $5. They ain't trying to pay $5.
Yeah, they're not paying the $5. Yeah, it's like that timing was not coincidence. That was strategically planned out. Yeah.
And somebody said, duh, wait a minute. These people got cell phones. Cell phone carriers. They probably got the bundle. Oh, yeah, we need to go back and cut that off too. I was like, man, what kind of crap is this? So now I'm in that predicament. Like, what do I even want to stay with DirecTV? I mean,
I cut DirecTV Stream. I had DirecTV Stream, and I loved it. It was the only provider that had Yes Network, the only streaming one. But I wanted to just save some money, so I'm paying YouTube half the amount. I use my TV provider to get what I need, and that's it.
Well, I mean,
I call it a day. I was thinking about the Sunday ticket just because I have YouTube TV now. I probably will not do it, even though I agree with Sirius. I love the quad box for college football. It's awesome. I loved it.
It's
It was
all
great.
for
It's awesome.
football, for basketball. It's
And you could there's different sets, right? So you can flip to different sets of the
Yeah,
quad
they have 4 different sets of games now. When they allow us to customize that 4, then we're gonna be balling then. Yeah.
The only reason why I even moved to a streaming service because I don't like that lag. And then of course, I wanted like ACC network. I wanted that. I wanted
I got ACC network.
I got ACC network, and that's what Sirius is the perfect example because he just said, "Did you see the home run?" And I hadn't seen it until like a little later, so I have that little bit of lag. But it only hurts when I get alerts on my phone or when my friend.
That stings for me. Is like when you're watching a game, like when a game is like okay, and they line up for the field goal, and then you get the ESPN alert, and it's like I try to look at my phone. You know,
I have to literally turn my phone off or put it on silent. My brother will call me, and I'm like, I'm behind you, dude. I'll talk to you later.
So I'm gonna just say this that we are not salesmen for YouTube TV, but anybody that's watching that maybe please know that anybody who signs up after viewing this, we deserve a commission or something.
Yeah, exactly.
This show is being simulcast and live streamed on YouTube as we speak. So YouTube, talk to me, man.
Yeah,
we can talk. With that being said,
YouTube has a great interface. I love the quad box, like you said, Sirius. And I had a friend. I went over his house and he had Sunday ticket. It's an easy interface to find your game. It's a great setup. I really do like it. But I don't work for YouTube, so pay me my money.
Yeah.
In cash.
Pay my man his money. With that being said, let's get out of here, man. Coach, you know what to do, man. Give us a plug in the clubs and shut it down, sir.
Hey, man, y'all know how I am, man. Last one in, first one out. That's my mantra. That's what I live by. True tonight, as in other ways of life. So y'all know what it is, man. It's like you see the link, share the link. We here on Tuesdays, man. Like it's just with football coming up, man. We might need to expand. You know what I'm saying? Run that by the misses, because whatever. Gotta do that. But guys, you already know what it is. God is good
all the time.
Water is life. Make sure you drink your water. Stay hydrated out there, people. I just had a customer today at the pharmacy who was like staggering and stuff like that. And it's like, man, make sure you're drinking your water, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you're doing that. And of course, Aaron got on the shirt. Everybody get your dubs up. Wu-Tang is for the children. See you next week.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Coach. Man, Larry, you know what to do, my man. Another show, man, in the books, man. Giving me a plug and a color to shut it down, my guy.
Yo, like I say every week, fellas, this is one of the highlights of the week. Always a pleasure. I think we touched a lot of bases today. We laugh and we joke. I think we need this one of the shows we need to laugh and joke a lot. I'm gonna just say this. We see the show, we share the show. I wish Steve was on. I want to say that all my people that's watching in H-Town, man, we on Spotify now. We know how bad Houston traffic is, man. That's an hour and a half. Sit back and listen to your boys, man. Check us out, man. Just sit in traffic, listen to us. It's gonna take you about an hour to get home, hour and a half, depending on where you're coming from, man. But check us out, man. Hey Barry, I don't know about where you at, but I've been in New York. Hey, look, man. Hey, look, if you gotta kiss that L or something, man, check us out on Spotify while you're on the L or whatever you're doing, man. Hey, but yeah, I want us to keep this momentum going. Always a pleasure, fellas. I'm out.
All right, Larry, man. Appreciate you, man. I hope all your fantasy teams lose this week. Love you, guy. Villain, you know what to do, my guy. Give me a plug in the club. I'll shut it down, sir.
Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody that's listening to the show, sharing the show, liking the show. We're on YouTube, Spotify, Facebook, what have you. So we're doing big things there. My daughter wanted to get on the show today. I said, no,
Ricky Bobby.
No, I had to hit her with that, but she definitely wants to do a show. She got over 300 views. She was really excited about that. That's so shout out to my baby girl. Shout out to Anthony, who he wants to do a Giant show this year, so we'll be talking about that. Shout out to Adriana, she's great, New York Giants fangirl. Appreciate her coming on the show last week, previewing the Giants season. listen, we're doing things, man. It's fun. Another meeting in the books, man. We're here, man.
Appreciate you, villain, man. I'll catch up with you guys on the flip, man. It's your boy Sears up in now 412 and the 703, man. Such a privilege and a pleasure to be here with you guys on a weekly basis, man. Football season is here. But I do have to leave on this note, man. Kiss your loved ones, tell your family and friends that you love them. Again, tomorrow's not promised, man. Got some word that a good buddy of mine lost his battle to addiction. So again, tomorrow is not promised. Tell your family and friends that you love them. Lord willing, I'll be back in the building on Friday with my father doing a Steelers show, previewing everything Pittsburgh Steelers for week 1. With that being said, God bless. Catch you guys on the next one.